Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, so we got through round one of Rise of the Red Skull. The first scenario went all right. I need to back up a little bit there. When I was looking at my upgrade cards, there's a set of upgrade cards in there that are condition upgrades, which were these cards that I was looking at, right? These cards are not the cards I get as the bonus for getting through round one. The ones I should be getting are the tech upgrade cards, which are these four cards. All right, so you got the possibility of a laser cannon, a adrenal stem, a tactical scanner, an emergency teleporter. So let's see here. Discard the card and remove it from the campaign log. Search your discard pile for an ally and put it into play and give it a tough status. Nope, that's not my thing. All right, let's see, what else do we have here? We have heal 5 damage. Nope, if we're playing expert, I would probably go with that. All right, then we're down to 2 cards, and we have a deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. I like that one. There's draw 5 cards, but I really like this one. So we're gonna go with the laser cannon. All right, so I need to make a little note in my book here that we did not take, because that was a false. We didn't take the basic attack upgrade. Instead, we're taking the laser cannon. Laser cannon. All right. So we've got that noted. And let's take a look at what we have for scenario 2. So we got a comic here. And the comic has, let's see here, we have, as the dust settles at Project Pegasus, give up Crossbones, game over. We got a big whack. Well, it's actually, that would be SpiderWoman in my case doing that. And he says, you fools, I never wanted the tech. I just needed to give Madame Hydra time to make off with the stone. So she stole my motorcycle. And now I'm here to cover her escape. And there's Absorbing Man. So it looks like he's just kind of like some sort of delaying tactic while she gets away. Darn it. And she took my motorcycle, which is a big downer. So, all right, so we've got Absorbing Man, scenario 2. It says, the tide of battle turned against Hydra after you arrived to aid the beleaguered shield soldiers at Project Pegasus. Crossbones has been captured and his army has been defeated, but Madame Hydra has escaped the facility with an infinity gem. You chase her outside, but are stopped short by the imposing form of Absorbing Man. Now, Absorbing Man is one of my favorite villains. The formidable villain has been hired by Red Skull to delay your pursuit. You will have to defeat him before you can recover the Infinity Gem. All right, so I had, as a kid, had this thick book that gave origin stories for, it was like Thor, Fantastic Four, Hulk. Can't remember who else was in there, but in that it had a, like, I think it was Doctor Strange. It had an early on battle between Thor and Absorbing Man, which was just awesome. So he was always been kind of one of my favorites since then. All right, so we've got our villain deck. We've got Absorbing Man 1 and 2. We've got our main scheme, which looks like it's just one card. So we've got one card there. Counter deck, we have Absorbing Man, Hydra Patrol, and Standard, which I all put in there. And then we have Hydra Patrol could be removed. All right, and we go over to setup. It says each player searches their deck for all cards with the setup keyword and puts them into play. So my laser cannon is going to start in play. Shuffle each experimental attachment recorded in the campaign log in the encounter deck. So I had the exosuit and the power gauntlets. Those are in the deck there. Yuck. Okay. I think I'm done with my campaign log for now. And then next after that's victory. And then this looked like the cards I tried to grab before, but weren't the right cards to grab. So I should be able to get them right this next time. All right, so let's get into Absorbing Man here and see what Absorbing Man's got for us. So we have, let's take a look at None Shall Pass. So we've got Absorbing Man. We kind of went through all of this already. We're good. So we've got a setup there that says discard card from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded. Put that card into play and shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. So it looks like we're going to go looking for an environment. And then once we get one, we're going to kick it out and then shuffle everything back together again. So We'll go looking for an environment here. Hey, the top one's an environment. Just making sure I shuffled, like it's like not 3 environments or whatever. Okay. So we're going to shuffle this back up. So we have a dense forest. Let's see what that does. A dense forest is surge, which is not going to matter. Force response after absorbing man makes an undefended attack against you. Take 1 indirect damage, 2 indirect damage if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. All right, we don't know anything about delay counters. And we have a boost to put this card into play. All right, I guess we're starting off in the woods. All right, let's see. And then next up here, we've got force response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase. Place 1 delay counter here. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. All right, and it looks like it's going to start with 2 on there and then go up 1 per player. All right, so we're gonna put the deck there. We're gonna set this out here. We're gonna put 2 on there to start. That's not fair. You're supposed to start at 0. All right, let's take a look at Absorbing Man, see what he's got. Right now he says gains the trait of each environment in play. All right, so that must be that forced response. Okay. So I guess we get ready to roll here. Let's draw some cards. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards. We've got Self-Propelled Glide, we've got a Mockingbird. Wow. That's like all of our heroes right out of the gate there. So I think kind of a fun first turn would be Mockingbird and press the advantage. We can get a stun right out of the gate there. And then we can hit him with press the advantage, and we can hit him with Jessica Drew. So let's see what he's going to do. I think we're going to stick with this. So we're going to stick with these cards. We're going to use our Jessica Drew ability to see that he wants to do an assault, which would be his boost normally. But we're going to mess with that, and that's going to be his action, which means he would then attack a second time, which is probably what Mockingbird's going to stand in front of. So, right. So we're going to shift over to SpiderWoman. We're going to play Mockingbird. Mockingbird's going to come into play. She's going to stun an enemy. So she's going to stun Absorbing Man. All right. Then we're going to use her to thwart. Take 1 off the main scheme. And then we're going to play Press the Advantage. So when we play Press the Advantage, we get deal 2 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is stunned or confused, draw a card. I'm going to get to draw a card. That's not going to do me very much good. There's a slight possibility that could do me a little bit of good. So I'm going to do 2 damage. That's going to go away. I think I have 1 0 cost thing in here. Yep, I didn't get it. I think we're going to be holding on to that. All right, so to wrap this up, I think we're going to go ahead and attack. We're going to hit for 1, 2. So we're going to knock him down to 10. All right, that's the end of our hero turn. I'm going to untap. Let's see here. We're going to draw back up to 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's my 0 cost card. And then we're going to be done. So we're going to go over to the villain's turn. So main threat's going to go up by 1. So we've got this thing here. It says, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter. So I need a delay counter. We'll use, boom, delay counter. All right. Then we have to worry about the environments. All right, so we're going to go, that piece of it. Absorbing Man would attack SpiderWoman, but he's stunned, so he doesn't. All right, now we're going to draw our encounter card, which we know is an assault. So the villain's going to attack me. I think we're going to put Mockingbird in front of this. Let her go ahead and block that. So when that happens, we've got, so let's see here. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack, which isn't an undefended attack, Mockingbird is defending, so we don't have to worry about that. So he's attacking for 2. He's going to get a boost of, yes, an advance. He's going to hit for 2, and Mockingbird's going to go away. All right. That's the end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero turn. All right, so what are we looking at here? We've got a Venom Blast. We've got a, so Contaminant Immunity isn't going to do me any good. The other option would be to get Daredevil out. But I don't know that, do I want to get Daredevil out? I think I want the Venom Blast more. I want to do some damage. Let's get this damage going. At that point in time, do I do Skilled Investigator? I could do Contaminant Immunity just to build some toughness up. Or I do Skilled Investigator. That's if I get rid of side schemes, and I have no idea how many side schemes are in this deck. So this would heal me, and I would get a tough card. It would also increase my ability by 1, which should be at 0 at this point in time. All right, so let's do our Venom Blast. We're going to hit for 5. So we're going to hit for 5. We're going to knock him down to 5. We're going to put a counter on him, or a counter on me, because we did an attack. We're going to play our Contaminant Immunity. No, let's go ahead and play, we'll do Skilled Investigator, which is going to bump us by another one. That's going to move us up to 2. And I think we're going to hold on to these 2 cards. Do we go ahead and use our laser cannon? So if we laser cannon, give him the laser cannon, we're going to take him out. I think that's premature use of the laser cannon. But that would take him out and move us on to the next thing. Oh, I think I want to do that. I do want to do that. I want to just, yep, we're going to do it. So we're going to laser cannon him, hit him for 5. So we're going to take out Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man 1 is gone. Absorbing Man 2 is going to come out. What do we have for Absorbing Man 2? He's going to gain the trait of each environment. When revealed, if super absorbing power is in play, deal 1 damage to 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for super absorbing power and reveal it. All right, so we're going to have to go look for whatever the heck super absorbing power is. And he's going to get 15 hit points. We need a 10 and a 5. All right, we're going to find super absorbing power. Where's super? There it is. There's super absorbing power. And it says, Absorbing Man gains the ice, metal, wood, and stone traits. So he's got lots of traits. And that's going to have 3 on it. All right. I'll drop this here, put this out with 3 on it. But you know what we're going to go ahead and do? Is we're going to go ahead and thwart for 1, 2, 3. We'll take 3 off of here, and we're going to make it go away. Because we can do that. And then we can use our Skilled Investigator to draw a card, because we got rid of a side scheme. And we got Strength. So now we can play Contaminant. Ooh, do we play Contaminant Immunity? It would give us a tough. Or do we hold on and save it for Daredevil? That's a tough choice. I think we're going to play Contaminant Immunity. So we're going to play Contaminant Immunity. That's going to heal 3 damage, which I don't have any damage, but we get a tough status card. So we heal 3 damage, and we get a tough status card. All right. And we played another one, so we're at 3, because that was a, let's see here, we played that, Venom Blast, and Contaminated Immunity. So we did 3 of them, so we've got a bonus of 3. And we've got Tough. All right, so we're going to be done. We're going to draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, villain's turn. We're going to put 1 thread on the main scheme. All right, next up, let's see here. The delay counter thing is going to go up, so it's up to 2. Absorbing Man is going to see SpiderWoman out there, and he's going to come to attack. And we're going to take a shot. So, he's hitting for 2. Well, should I defend against this? No, I won't. We can hit for 2 and 3. So when revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If Absorbing Man has the Wood trait, discard 1 card you control. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. That's the when revealed. We're in the boost. If Absorbing Man has Stone or Wood trait, you are stunned. Oh, well, so he's got Wood trait, so we're going to be stunned. Jerk. He's hitting for 3, but we've got Tough. We need to worry about Dense Forest. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, take 1 indirect damage. 2 indirect damage if there are 5 more delay counters on the main scheme. So we're going to take 1. So that's after he makes the attack. We're going to take 1 indirect damage. Tough's going to go away. We're going to take 1 indirect damage. Okay. Next up, we need an encounter card. Counter card is Gang Up. The villain and each minion attacks me. So he's going to attack me again. This is not going the way that I wanted it to go. We're going to defend against this attack because we have all of this defense here. We might as well. So he's attacking for 2. He's going to attack for 2 with no boost, which is like, that's how we get rid of the advances. All right, so we don't take any damage. He's done. We're back over to the hero side. Now the problem is we're tapped and we're stunned, which is not the best thing in the world. All right. We do have, we can do a pheromones, which would be a great thing to do. I would kind of like to Venom Blast him, but I'm stunned, so that's kind of messing me up. I could untap myself and Venom Blast him. Oop, these are going to go away. But I think I need to do a little bit of a delaying tactic here. And then but he's trying to delay me. That's not right. I think the pheromones is the right play. But do I pheromones? Yeah, I think I need to pheromones and then self-propelled glide to get rid of that stunned. To put me in a spot where I can do better things next round. All right, so we're going to do pheromones. So we're going to stun and confuse the villain. So stun. Confuse. Need to make sure to keep these cards handy because I use them a lot. We're going to use self-propelled glide to untap. And we got 1 from using our pheromones. We're going to go ahead and attack, which is going to get rid of our stunned. And then we're going to jump over to Jessica Drew. We're going to look at the top card so we know what we're getting into. Ooh, we're getting into a Hydra Patrol. Okay. We're going to be done. Let's see here. We're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We have some finesses, some clear the area, press the advantage. Kind of want to cycle through my deck pretty fast at this point in time because I want to get back to my damage cards, which I've used both of my Venom Blasts already. All right, so we can go over the villain's turn. We can put 1 thread on the main scheme. This is going to go up by 1, so we're now at 3 in the delaying tactics. Absorbing Man is going to see Jessica Drew out there, but he's confused, so nothing happens there. We're going to draw our encounter card, which is going to be Hydra Patrol. So when defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard a pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play, engaged with them, shuffle the encounter deck. So that's going to have 2 on it. All right. It's not all that big of a deal. But it's a crisis icon. All right, so that's the end of Absorbing Man. We're back over to SpiderWoman's side here. So SpiderWoman, let's take a look at the top of his deck. And we have the exosuit would possibly come out there. All right, I'm going to flip over to SpiderWoman. Our bonus is gone. Okay. So what do we got going on here? We can get a combat training. We can get some finesses out there potentially. We've got our Press the Advantage that gets us a card. So I think let's do the Press the Advantage first. So Press the Advantage is going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. If he's got an effect on him, I get a card. So we're going to deal 2 damage. So we're going to knock him down to 13. I'm going to go up 1. I'm going to get a card, which is a Pheromones. All right. I think what we do is we play 2 to get a finesse out there. We use finesse and the Pheromones to get a combat training out there. And then we're going to attack for 1, 2, 3. So we're going to knock him down to 10. All right, then we're going to be done. We're going to untap, untap. We're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what do we have here? We got Self-Propelled Glide, some Tac Team, and Under Surveillance. All right. Villain's turn. We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. It's up to 5. Our counters go up to 4. All right. Absorbing Man would look at SpiderWoman to attack, but he's stunned, so he does not. Then we get an encounter card. Encounter card is the exosuit. Surprise, surprise. All right, so it's going to go on the villain. He's going to get +1 scheme and +1 attack. All right, it's the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero turn. All right, are we worried about the exosuit? Not really. We have combat training, which can help us do a self-propelled glide. No, combat training can't help us do a self-propelled glide. It will help us when we want to use that. So I think Spider-Girl we probably want to get out there. And I don't think we're going to play our Tac Team, so let's use our finesse and our Tac Team to get Spider-Girl out there. That's going to give us our first bonus. All right. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting a second bonus. When Spider-Girl comes out, she would stun and confuse a minion, but there's no minion to stun and confuse, so that's kind of disappointing. Let's see here. I think we're going to attack with Spider-Girl. So she's going to do 2 and knock him down to 8. 2, 1. All right. Next up, SpiderWoman's going to attack. She's going to attack for 1, 2, 3. And then we will use Self-Propelled Glide to get back up again. And we'll attack for 3 again, and he's down to 2. Somebody's going to tell me there was a way for me to kill him off probably that round, but that's the best way I can think of to play there. All right, so we're going to be done. I'm going to drop that card. I'm going to ready up. And I'm going to get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We've got Brawn, Piercing Strike, Inconspicuous, and a Beat Cop, which we haven't seen any of the Beat Cops yet. We've got Beat Cops in this deck, and they just haven't come into play yet. All right, we're going over to the villain's turn. So villain's turn, we've got 1 threat on the main scheme. This goes up by 1. All right, then Absorbing Man is going to see SpiderWoman out here. Now the problem is he's attacking for 2 plus 1. And then if we have an undefended attack at this point, because I think we got up to 5 on there, we're going to take 2 indirect damage. So, yuck. All right. So I think Spider-Girl is going to block the attack from Absorbing Man. So he's doing 2, 3. We can get a boost, and our boost is just 1. All right, that's enough to take Spider-Girl out. Doesn't matter, Spider-Girl's gone. All right, next up is our encounter card. Hopefully this doesn't hose us over. Encounter card is Snowy Hillside. So this is going to come into play, and it's going to surge. So our dense forest is going to go away. And let's see, what's Snowy Hillside do? It says, after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack, place 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 if we're past 5 delay counters, which we are. All right, so we're going to get, that's going to surge, so we're going to get another one. We get a Hydra Regular. In Site 1, when this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. All right, so he's going to come into play. We're going to put a threat on the main scheme, which is right here, and we're up to 7 of 12, so we're still looking pretty good. I think we've got this wrapped up. So that's the end of the villain's turn at that point in time. Our bonus goes away. Really, this is pretty simple at this point in time. We can do a Piercing Strike, which does 3 damage to an enemy. And that's going to take out Absorbing Man. There we go. Absorbing Man's out. All right, so that was fairly easy, not too complicated there. Didn't miss anything that didn't give him tough. He doesn't have guard. The Hydra Patrol, we just kind of let sit there. This was progressing along at an okay rate, but we seemed to take care of it. It wasn't all that big of a deal. So, all right, I think we got through that. The only thing is, there seemed to increase at 5 delay counters. So let's see what happens, what we have here. So scenario 2 for victory, it says record the number of delay counters on the main scheme. So we had 5. So let's get our little log out here. So this was scenario 1 here, and then we'll make some dotted lines. And we're scenario 2. All right, so we had 5 delay counters, 5 delay counters. And then we used our laser cannon. It says discard this card and remove it from the campaign log. So laser cannon, gone. Okay, record the number of delay counters, and then each player may choose one of the basic condition upgrades from the campaign set. Hey, I know what those are, because those are the ones I tried to grab last time that weren't the right ones. So these were the 4 that I grabbed out last time, and I think we will go with the basic attack upgrade this time. All right, so that's our basic attack upgrade. All right, because we've been going all offensive. This will be interesting when I play expert, because I don't think these tactics are going to work when I go expert. But so we've got a basic attack upgrade. All right, is that it? So we did our record delay counters. each condition. So yeah, that looks like it for this one. So the next thing that we're going to roll into is, ooh, there's a big story here. Let's go ahead and read the big story. So big story says, phew, I'm glad that's done. Hey, and that's me. All right. Truly, that was a glorious battle. Hey, what was that? I have no idea. So then we've got, let's get back to base and find out what's going on. And then it looks like we're flying back to the Avengers Tower, but there's a Hydra symbol there. It says, are you seeing what I'm seeing? If you're seeing that Hydra somehow stole our tower, then yeah. And then there's a big thoom. It looks like we got nailed by something. We're hit. We're going down. You have Taskmaster there. Ha, boom, no more Avengers. Let's go make sure they're done for, boys. All right, so it looks like the next one's going to be, yep, we're going to be up against Taskmaster next. So, yeah, so far, these haven't been horrible tough. They've been, I think with my deck tweaks, they've been all right. There's chances where things could have gone badly, but overall, been doing pretty well. I'm trying to think here. I don't know if we're going to get more challenge as we go along. It's kind of fun because I like this campaign and rolling through stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm also looking forward at this point to doing it on Expert because I think Expert's going to make me think about more things as I play. So, but the SpiderWoman deck seems to be doing pretty good. Absorbing Man, I like the mechanic of how he gets these different abilities as different environments come out. And he was kind of delaying me. He was kind of being a pain in the butt to get taken out. But the things that came out really weren't all that tough. So we'll see if maybe Taskmaster throws up a little bit more challenge there. Standard shouldn't be all that challenging. We should be able to get through it fairly easily, and we seem to be doing good. So I think that's it for this episode. We'll get ready. I'll get set up for Taskmaster here. I've got the right condition. Unfortunately, I used up my laser cannon, which probably would have been better used later in the game, but I got a cool thing. I got a toy. I got to use my toy. So Absorbing Man was a perfect target for my new toy. And it worked out well with getting rid of being able to thwart at that point, get rid of the side scheme that came out. It just worked out really well. So I think it was the right time. I'll probably find out later that it was totally not the right time to use it. But for now, I'm happy with myself. So that's it for now. And we're looking forward to episode 3 here, Taskmaster. So that's it, and thanks for watching.